Thanks to a variety of recent leaks, we now know that Coney's blimp will be going down in a fiery explosion quite soon. The last blimp that went down actually went down in the water, and after being scavenged and properly searched, the stuff inside of that blimp was very valuable for the Seven in their fight against the IO. This information led to a large-scale upswing on the offensive side for the Seven in the last week or so against the IO. They managed to basically turn the tide of the war, in the Origins words, by reclaiming several POIs and detonating a bomb, several bombs in fact, inside of the IO's base. Now, because that last blimp went down in the water, the stuff inside of it and the computers on board likely sunk or suffered water damage, at least to some degree. But now that one is about to crash onto the ground, that's where things get interesting, and that's where there might be even bigger things in store for us to learn in the coming weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name's Dr. P. Welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to stop by. Hey, if you're new, subscribe. You might as well. You're already here. Just do it. Super easy and it's free. Here on the channel, you can expect daily videos covering the latest and greatest developments in the world of the Fortnite lore. I say this every video, but please leave your theories. If you have any ideas for what's going on in the game, I'm all about giving you guys a voice and giving you guys a place to give your theories off and be credited. Take this for instance. In my last video, I got a comment from Entity Gamer 99 who said if the Seven do win this war, we could all stay in the loop with memories and we can get the chance to go to whatever island/season we want and replay any event and play any LTM we want. That would be incredible. That's certainly one way of breaking the loop, just unlocking access to whatever period of the loop you want to go to. As much as I love that idea, I just don't really see it happening, but I appreciate your comment. One thing that I've been wondering as of late is why on earth are the IO getting their literal butts kicked in this war? By the end of the season, all their territory will come down to this one little spot. They're losing blimps left and right. They've got troops defecting to the side of the Seven. Even though they've got such incredible technology and they've got all this control on the island, they are losing this war currently in this season. The IO's grip on the loop and on the Fortnite world has been very strong up to this point, and whatever viewpoint you have, it's very interesting. I thought the IO would put up more of a fight. If you look at the objectives on the map, right, you look at the areas, every week they just lose more and more territories and they get weaker and weaker. Maybe it's the morale inside of the IO is really low and people are starting to catch on to how evil they are and starting to defect. Well, we know at least that's partially the case. Maybe it's just the Seven are getting smarter with their approach. Who really knows? But the fact of the matter is the IO are losing right now, and that makes me think by the time they get back to the end of the season and they're confined to this small area, which by the way does include Command Cavern, which is their home base, they might go for the all or nothing approach and threaten the island with something pretty devastating. Imagine a wounded dog or any wounded animal really backed up in a corner fighting for its life. That's honestly way worse than fighting one that's fully healthy, because when they're injured like that and they have no other options, that's when they're the most unpredictable and the most dangerous. That's my gut feeling. I think they're hiding something and they're saving some major weapon or something like that, because I don't think they would actually lose this badly. Or who knows, maybe they would. Maybe this whole good guy narrative is just what Fortnite's pushing and no bad guys will ever have any say about anything. I gotta say, it would be pretty cool if the IO won. That'd be a pretty surprising twist. Now, we know at the very start of the season, the IO started to reverse engineer some of the technology from the Imagined Order, and they have tanks and soon to be helicopters. Here's something I thought about recently. If they are in fact reverse engineering the IO's technology, we know the IO, and at this point, so do the Seven, because the quest logs say it pretty clearly that the IO is building a Doomsday Device. Maybe more of that information and more of that plan in specific will be revealed and given to the Seven after this next blimp goes down, and maybe there's some good loot and some good recon and intel that they can scavenge through and find that would tell them maybe the blueprints even to this device. And who knows, maybe the Seven would reverse engineer their Doomsday Device, so at the end, you know, if it comes down to, oh wait, don't shoot, I've got my Doomsday Device, the 7 can say, yeah, so do we, and that's where things could really spiral. The Doomsday Device is no longer a secret, and with all the people defecting from the Imagined Order coming to help, and all the new intel that we're gathering with the blimps and everything, and the way this war has generally gone in the last week or so, they're definitely going to find out about this device soon if they haven't already, and when they do, would they start to develop one as well? I think it's a fair question. At the very least, they should have enough information and knowledge about it to develop some sort of counter for it. This end of season event has the potential to be one of Fortnite's very best, and I mean that with all seriousness. We're at this super critical point in the storyline where you've got these conflicting ideologies out there fighting against each other, and you've also got everything out there on the table, at least for the most part, right? We're missing a couple people who haven't made an appearance yet. You're missing the other sister, Gino, and maybe a couple other people, but for the most part, everybody that you're dealing with and everything that you're dealing with is out there on the table. And now we just got to find out the resolution to what's going to happen here. It's not so much like, okay, well, we got to have like another chapter to build up some more characters. I remember when that was the case in like chapter 1, and I was saying, oh man, why do we only have 3 members of the 7? And now here we are, we've doubled that number. We're at almost all members of the 7, and let's just see what happens. That's the beautiful thing. At some point, we got to get some answers to something. Some of the stuff that we followed for years is going to finally get some sort of resolution, some sort of storybook ending, whether it's actually in this chapter or not, some point down the line. We're in the end game. We really are, for at least this portion of the storyline, and it's going to be interesting to see how they move forward in developing new characters and what's going to happen when the 7 win, and yeah, just can't wait to see it. Hey, listen, if you're new to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Like I said, we're uploading every day. We're covering your theories. We're talking about Fortnite. We're talking about leaks. You know what I'm saying? For more exclusive content, make sure to follow my Facebook gaming, and if you haven't, join my Discord for access to the community as well as an opportunity to play in gift customs when I do host them and to get notified when I do. Have a great day. Peace.